Hello YouTube, this is Super Mega Diecast, a new diecast channel that you can tune into for lots of your diecast entertainment and information. If I sound like a robot, it's because I've never done these videos before and I'm still trying to find my voice on camera. But we do love diecast, my son and I, and we wanted to start trying to make videos of the stuff that we like, because not all the time can we find videos about the kind of diecasts that we like. So we thought, well, we'll try to make our own videos. So here we have our little studio with our diorama mat and a little backdrop. We've been working on lighting and we think this will be a good production if I just learn how to talk on camera. Okay, well, tonight what we're going to do is we are going to go through some of our collection and we're going to open up this 5-pack of Hot Wheels 5-pack that we found at Walmart. This was really cool when this 5-pack came out because it contains not one, not two, but 3 of the castings that we collect. Which 3? You'll find out here in a minute, but let's see, it's the Motor Show 5-pack. In my opinion, this is one of the best 5-packs that I've seen in a long time. Of course, like I said, there's 3 cars in it that we collect. The cars are, if you can see this, it's Ford GT Race 2016 Crescendo, the 1967 Ford GT40 Mark IV, Lamborghini Countach pace car, and the Aston Martin 177. So you may have seen this in stores. I'm starting to see it hanging a lot on the pegs. I grabbed this one up as soon as I could find it. So we're going to open it up and we're going to look at the cars. We'll show them to you and then we'll put them on the turntable and we'll reveal which ones we collect. And then we'll go through each collection one at a time, each casting one at a time. And we may make them into separate videos. We'll just have to see how it goes and how long they end up being. So, without further ado, I'm going to break out my handy dandy opener. This is a Benchmade pocket knife. It's very sharp. I just sharpened it. I promise I'm not going to cut my hand open on the YouTube camera. So I have to be careful here, son. Just like that. Nice and easy. Close up the pocket knife. That's a nice way to open these. The glue's not real aggressive. You open that flat and the cars slide right out. Whoa, that was fun. And all the openings I ever see on YouTube, for some reason people throw the package. So there we go, there's the package. Oh, let's get it out of here. Motor Show. Oop. Okay. So, we're going to open these up. Here we have the Ford GT. And this is a Ford GT Race. Ooh, look at that. It had some weird stuff coming on. Oh, I guess that's the cardboard. I think these are called white Y5 rims. It's got white plastic interior, a blue tinted windshield. It's got metal flake blue paint and red stripes, black base. We're just going to go through these real quickly. Here we have Crescendo. It's a really weird non-licensed creation from Hot Wheels. We'll go into that later. We'll look at them at the turntable. Here's the Lamborghini Countach pace car. Yellow with the, what do you call those rims? Aero disc, ain't it? Aero disc rims, wheels. You have the GT40 Mark IV and the Aston Martin 177. Okay, now you may ask, how do we collect Hot Wheels? What's our background? Well, this is the way we collect Hot Wheels. So we'll reveal a little bit. Move the camera a little bit over. Move it a little bit up. So we collect Hot Wheels in these jammer cases, much like the rest of you collectors online. Seen people collecting in these and storing in these. We're primarily a loose collector, and we keep them in these little baggies. And we'll reveal one thing, is that one of the cars we collect is the Ford GT Race. So we have a bunch of them here. Our Ford GT Race collection kind of starts here and goes all the way up to this and all the way back down to here. So we'll go through each of these on the turntable and show you all of them in our collection. So now I'm going to flip the camera around, we'll put the macro lens on, and we'll go in really close. Okay, here we have our spinning turntable that's been drifted on. There's been Hot Wheels that have been drifting and doing donuts on this thing. That's what all those tire marks are. Pretty cool, huh, Easton? Pretty cool turntable. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the Ford GT Mark IV. And this was the red one that was released in 2021 mainline Hot Wheels race day. It was red with the 5-spoke rims. Looked really, really good. We'll watch it spin around for a couple seconds. This is one of my favorite ones just because my favorite color is red. Why, you might ask? Because red is the fastest color. Of all the colors, red is the fastest. Right, Easton?
I'll have to argue with that.
Well, I think red is the fastest color.
I've seen enough 3D bot maker videos to know that red is not the fastest color.
Well, if you're driving on the road and you get stopped by a police officer and then you're in a red car, it's probably because you were in a red car. Okay, so 2021, the first Ford GT, and then this one, you can set it off there in kind of the background, Easton. Let's see, we need to work on this. What do we need to do? We need to...
We're going to have to cut that out.
Yeah, well, we're kind of playing around here. First time doing this. Okay, and followed by that one, same year, 2021, a recolor, yellow. Now, I was not a fan of this recolor too much because the red with the yellow reminds me of what?
Ketchup.
A trip to McDonald's. But that's okay because they're both racing colors and they're both kind of racy. I don't know how fast yellow is, but I know it's not as fast as red. But another cool Ford GT Mark IV. Okay, then in 2022, Retro Racers mainline, Mattel awarded us collectors with a Gulf livery version. Of course, that being the Ford GT, we knew that the Gulf livery was going to happen pretty quick after it's released, after the casting was released. This one has those kind of chrome orange 5-spokes. Boy, they really make this casting pop. And for those of you who don't know, I think Ryu Asada, the Hot Wheels designer, that passed away recently, sadly, but he was the one that designed these castings, or designed the casting, the Ford GT40 Mark IV race car. After that one came a recolor the same year in white. Has the same chrome orange 5 spokes, same Tampo graphics. The only difference is the base paint is I wouldn't call it a flat, I'd call it a gloss white. Wouldn't you? As it spins, I kind of see the lights and reflecting off of the paint. That to me says it's gloss. So there we have 4 Ford GTs, 2 per year since its release. And then in 2023, the first time we get to see it was in a multi-pack, the Motor Show multi-pack. And it continues where the Gulf livery left off with the chrome red rims set against this metal flake silver with a 67 racing roundel on the hood and these blue and red racing stripes on it. So it looks pretty cool, as does all of these Ford GTs. They all have the smoke windscreens, or the smoke windshields. So we'll pan the camera around here. Here's all the Ford GTs going down the line. The red, the yellow, the Gulf liveries, and the silver one from the Motor Show. 5 all together. This is a casting that we collect, and we hope you enjoyed this presentation of the Hot Wheels 1967 Ford GT40 Mark IV.